Greetings and salutations all. This is Davlen, one of the hosts of Shuffletime. And as we have closed the month of February, I'm going to start doing this for you, especially here on YouTube. This is the month in review. This is essentially just all the random lists that we did with our various co-hosts. Each one is a little bit interesting, each one is a little bit different, and each one somehow ends up having something to do with gaming. Some of them, the guests include Rob from R&D, Speedy F40, Maxmaps, the co-host D&D, who actually makes an appearance, Mr. NNJ, just to name a few. So sit back, relax, and enjoy random randomness that is Shuffletime.
What expects the Spanish Inquisition?
Normally I would say that this is not the Spanish Inquisition, but since I had it, I figured I'd play it just for the fun of it. I have way too much time on my hands, I know, boys.
I love it.
I still remember the days when D&D was hosting for you.
I do too.
Good times. Actually, awful times in internet land for Speedy F40. So, what is this segment that, are we doing a Spanish Inquisition? Do you have a simple yes or no question, or what is this about?
So basically,
welcome to this week's random list, which is essentially just our torture time, as I affectionately call it, or D&D affectionately calls it, depending on the day. And since, unfortunately, I lost the ceremonial toss of the royal duck, D&D goes first.
we've tossed K way too much today. We need to give that poor boy a break.
At least he flew this time.
Alright, since Speedy, you wanted a first for the show, here's our first dirty random list.
Oh, no.
What are 3 songs that you have made love to?
Mozart. God, what Mozart song is that?
Mozart's a song? That's a new one.
The whole, actually, there was a whole CD, actually, to be completely honest. And that was like a day of lovemaking. That was great. The shit is bananas. That was an awful song. And then, that's probably the most hilarious one. And then, the Phantom of the Opera theme, that's a good one. That was very dramatic.
Wow.
But honestly, my favorite making love song is, to classical music. It's just, there's something about it.
Wow. I don't know what's more impressive, the shit is banana or the Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera was some heavy stuff. That was a dramatic doing it.
I'm curious about how you ended up with the bananas one.
Well, it was on a playlist.
You mean you got lead-ed?
I don't even understand why that happened, but I picked that song.
You do know what that means, right?
No, what is it?
It's an old thing that, oh god, who was it? Slanek came up with the term. It's when you have your stuff on shuffle and then suddenly someone's podcast comes up while you're having sex. It's called being lead-oed.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got lead-oed by Gwen Stefani. Wait, is that the one who sings the song, right?
Yes.
The shit is a few times been around that block. What an awful song. It didn't kill the mood, though, because I was young.
I gotta admit, that's probably better than what I would have to answer for this one.
Alright, Speedy, you're next. Who do you want, me or D&D?
I want you both. No, but really, I'll ask, Davlen, since you worked so hard to get me onto the show and make me confident that I can do this with you, I want you.
I'll get protection.
That's the first step.
No, protection in this case would be wiki, but I'll live without it. Go ahead.
Well, my question to you, Davlen, is... I'm looking for it. Well, where do I... do I just ask you a question, or am I supposed to...
That's
okay. It. Okay. Davlen, if you can pick a song that represents you and your car together, what would it be?
That's a good
Like
one.
a theme song for you and your car working together to drive down the road.
Benny Hill.
The Benny Hill theme song?
Yep, it can be quite an interesting experience, me driving.
What about you, D&D?
Go Speed Racer theme song.
That's a good one.
The theme song or the remix that was done by DJ Karaoke?
Which is an
the
awesome
theme song.
remix. That remix is amazing. I should have played that.
I know, I have it.
What a good song.
I'll tack it on during the next break.
Yeah, we do this all the time. When we come up with songs in the middle of the show, we just tack it on.
It's a music show. We can do what we wish.
That's the one where it sounds like they're doing something, right?
Yep. Beautiful editing.
The first time I listened to that song, I was maybe too naive to understand what was going on. And then I can remember listening to the song like 2 or 3 years later and going, oh my gosh, I can't believe I love this song so much, and was playing it like in my mom's van while I was like I was in the passenger seat, and this is what's on the CD player for my mom.
You think that's bad? Think about hearing a 3-year-old sing Candy Shop.
Oh, that is bad. That's sleazy.
Alright. I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to enjoy this. D&D, are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
What, are you president of his fan club?
No. That would be your mother.
So D&D, since you couldn't hear the clip, I just asked the president of your fan club. So, in your case, what 3 bands would you be the president of their fan club?
3 bands?
Yep. Band or person, I'll live with either.
I'm gonna lose a lot of respect for these 3. I can tell you right now.
You
First
do a lot all
one-
the time.
First one probably would be Dragon Force. I really like listening to their music while studying.
What? How do you like listening to that when you're studying?
It's relaxing.
Hey, it's like me and listening to the Megas when I'm reading.
That's crazy too. You guys are demented.
I think it's nice and calming.
Next.
You guys are gonna kill me for this one too. Rusco.
Who?
Yeah, I didn't think you guys would know that one either. It's one of the more famous dubstep artists.
Aww.
Oh.
Is that music now? Is that loud on your show?
I try to avoid.
Haven't had any so
dubstep.
far, to my know.
I had dubstep lined up too. I was thinking, I was like, this song is pretty good to drive to. Dubstep is a good cruising song. It's good for cruising because it's half, everything's half rate in it.
The
so
closest
you
to dubstep I get is LMFAO, and that's about it.
That's not close. Yeah, I mean, dubstep's really cool because it feels like you have a giant, laser, or, and you're shooting it all the time. I think if you're listening to, dubstep, you need to be in, something big and powerful, and you just need to be, running
When I think
stuff
of
off the road.
dubstep, I think of dancing hamsters. But also, one of my favorite video podcasts has dubstep all the time on their pre-show, so I'm kind of sick of it. And what is the number 3, D&D?
Last one would be the hardest. It would definitely be... Oh, who's the composer for Doctor Who? The one that just did all the updated music for 2005. I can't remember his name.
I don't know that one offhand. That's one of the series I don't follow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't either. But that would be the 3rd. Can't remember his name. But I definitely like all the sci-fi classical music that he does.
Ron Gaynor.
Ah, yeah, that's it. Ron Gaynor.
Are you okay, Speedy? You gonna be
I'm
okay?
here. I guess so.
It wasn't too painful for you?
It was a little bit painful.
You think that's painful? I'll answer that question I asked you earlier, and I'll top it. Basically, my worst song that I've made love to, the theme song for SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ew. That's your lovemaking song?
Really?
The song's like a minute and 20 seconds.
Well, it came up on the shuffle because we had the TV on.
Whoa!
It's always shuffle.
Whoa! So you really went to a pineapple under the sea?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I could not pass that up.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Random list. Maxmaps. I know you're not used to answering the question in this sort of unprepared way, but can you handle a little Davlen Inquisition?
Why not? Let's go for it.
Alright, my question to you, sir. Since you live in Mexico, what are your top 3 vacation spots outside of Mexico?
Ooh. Let's see. I'd have to say number 1 probably Las Vegas, even though the town's kind of dying nowadays. What else? Number 2 would probably be Malaga in Spain, just because I do enjoy a bit of a relaxation every now and then, and that's where I used to go when I was little.
Aw, little Max.
And number 3, I'd have to say, tough one. Where else could I? Which would be my third pick? I'm trying to come up with a third pick, but it's all rolling back to Mexican places that I've been in here and really enjoyed.
You can do the Caribbean. In the Caribbean is fine, just not in Mexico.
Perfect. Then probably Jamaica. I was only there for 2 days, and I loved each and every moment.
Oh, Jamaica. I was there on a cruise when I was in high school, and we were on a bus tour. We went out to see a river and a falls, and on the way back, the driver thought it would be fun to, whenever he changed lanes on a one-way highway, he would miss cars literally by about 5 inches.
Oh, wow.
And that was normal the entire drive back to the cruise ship. So yes, I had plenty of death happening to me quite a bit.
Like, oh, well. Well, if you're gonna die anywhere, you might as well die where voodoo's prevalent.
So, in your case, my dear friend, what questions do you have for me?
Okay, I'd say you're a huge nerd and a gamer, such as myself. I'd say, what was your game of the year for 2011?
Oh, bastard. Oof, I had to remember what exactly came out. Oh, let me think. Actually, you're gonna not believe what I'm about to say. I don't think it technically came out last year,
Okay.
but New Vegas.
Excellent choice, sir. I would probably go with either Skyrim, even though I haven't played it that much. It's just like whenever I sit down, I just look out of the window and 8 hours have gone through since I sat down, or Arkham City.
Ah,
'Cause I'm the Batman.
you're Batman?
I am the Batman.
Yay! Yeah, sorry, I couldn't help myself. Leto,
I can't believe
reference. But I did get Skyrim from a friend of mine for Christmas, so that's on my list of stuff to play later. I'm getting there. But right now, New Vegas and the amount of mods I can put on that thing is immense and so much fun.
And the DLC was so good.
I've only played through 2. I did Dead Money, and I did Lonesome Road.
Oh, you have to do Old World Blues. Seriously, man, it's so good. It's like an episode of Futurama that you actually get to play through.
It's on my list. Every time I keep going to do it, something happens. I end up having to restart the entire game.
Oh,
But I digress. Are you okay? Did it hurt you too badly there, Max?
Nah, it's fine. I'm sure you'll get through there. But carry on.
And welcome back to Shuffle Time here on Justin TV. It's torture time, folks. It's time for the random list. NNJ, I know it's been a while, but are you ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright. Since I am a gracious host and always so nice to my co-hosts, you may go first.
You gotta remind me what to do.
I guess I'll have to go first then. So, NNJ, my random question without any prep time to you is... Say you're out at a country western bar. What 3 songs do you want to avoid being put on the jukebox?
Three songs I want to avoid having put on the jukebox. At a country restaurant. Let's go with Get Low by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Okay.
Anything by Justin Bieber. And Alejandro by Lady Gaga.
Alright, you think you remember now how this works? You ready? Bring it to me, buddy.
Yes. Bring it on. Alright, since this is the Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, God.
You're over at Lover's Lookout. And you got the radio going. 3 songs that are instant mood killers.
Lido Shuffle. Let me see here. Devin Went Down to Georgia. And, just to be nice, I'll throw in a country one for you. Mama Loves Papa.
That is a little bit of a mood killer. Not gonna lie.
Yes, nothing like attempted murder and cheating to kill a mood.
Attempted murder? He kills her. Drives the truck through the wall. Mom is in the graveyard, Pop's in the pan.
And welcome back to Shuffle Time here on Justin TV.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Now you get Welcome Back Cotter stuck in my head. Thanks a lot.
Nostalgia.
We're old.
Yes, but we know how to enjoy ourselves.
Quite. It's that time, folks. It is time for the random list, or as we affectionately call it here, torture time.
RRL.
Rob, are you ready?
I don't know. Maybe. Yes. Is that the 3 answers?
We'll see.
Darn it, I thought I could easily get out of it.
Who ordered up an extra large can of whoop ass?
Okay.
So in order for you to prepare yourself for what you are about to endure, I'm going to give you the question. You have to give me 3 answers to this question. So, given that your state is, what, Michigan?
Yep, Michigan.
Tell me 3 things you would never want to do on a lake.
Oh, never want to do on a lake. Frozen or not frozen?
Either.
Okay, because we actually have slightly a bad story around where I live. People that owned one of the local businesses here, and this is probably 20 years ago, maybe longer than that, they were snowmobiling out from here to Mackinac Island, which is maybe 20, 30 minutes away, depending on how you travel there. They were snowmobiling out to it over the ice, and they went through and they sadly passed away. So yeah, I wouldn't want to snowmobile on a lake. Not too much of a fisherman, so I probably wouldn't want to fish on out on the ice either. Just the weather has not been all that good up here for sustaining ice. At least ice that you can trust. Third thing I wouldn't do on a lake. Oh, this is hard. Well, I would boat. Maybe I wouldn't water ski. I've tried before, and it's just I'm not that limber on my legs to deal with water skiing all that well.
All right. What's your question for me?
Have you now, or have you ever been a member of the Pokemon Party?
No.
Okay.
What's your real question?
Real question, and it could be anything. We've already behind the music, not behind the music in that respect. Yeah, no. I'm gonna ask the question that we just mentioned. What old video game franchises would you bring back if you could? Like that have not been brought back in a very long time. That even obscure ones.
Okay. First one I would definitely bring back is the... I want to say probably the Space Quest series. They could take that in a whole lot of different directions, and the adventure game is not dead yet.
Well, no, I'm not going to ask another question. So
I know,
there's
so it's coming
Space
up with
Quest.
Yeah. The next one is a series that has not been out in several years that I really enjoyed, but I don't know how many people still know about it. It's called Galactic Civilizations.
Never had a chance to play it.
Yes. It was done by Stardock, I believe. Oh no, Stardock is normally known for Sins of the Solar Empire, but...
Loved it.
But this is... It was their take... It was basically they took the idea of Master of Orion and redid it in their own way. I really loved the series. I wish they would come out with it more. I believe Galactic Civilizations 2 is currently on Steam, and I really hope to pick it up eventually. And finally, Sierra also did... just through their... it's actually kind of a two thing. There was a game and then a series I really enjoyed from Sierra's Impressions division of their gaming group. The game was called High Seas Trader. You essentially assume the role of a captain during the 1600s. And you basically picked up cargo and went all around the world sailing to different ports in order to sell your cargo. You could also load up on guns and just go out and look for pirates and other ships from other nations and blow them out of the water. You could pick up ranks, you pick up gold and money and prestige from different countries. You could buy a house and other things to improve your stature in that country as a sea captain. The other one is the series that some people... It's the Master of Olympus series. Where you basically rule a city-state and help build it up and do different things with different Olympic gods and different heroes from Greek mythology.
Yeah, very good.
And that's it for this week's Random List. Let's move on back to the music. Thank you again for listening, and remember, may the shuffle be kind to you.